Mike Bradley, hope you're doing well as always. My God, it's very hot in this country right now, and I've just turned off my #1 fan because the noise would be annoying the camera, and I didn't want to annoy the camera, so I've turned off. So basically, for you guys, I'm suffering. You know what I mean? That's how I work. That's kind of going on. Now, it's Wednesday, so it's another Q&A Wednesday. Before I start though, I just want to say thank you all so much for the lovely comments for Friday's video. It just went the Gibson Les Paul versus the 345. I'm sure I'll put something up here now, run in so you can see. Those who haven't seen it, it's another versus video with me and the Mike who lives down in the dungeon, and we kind of wore the same clothes and battled it out. And but I wanted to do something a little bit. Sorry, we wanted to do something a little bit different. So kind of jazz things up a little bit. So thank you all for the kind words, and I'm really pleased that a lot of you liked it. And please share it around. It really means a lot to me if you do, and it helps me and it helps you and it helps the channel like that, so I can do really more cool stuff for you guys. Anyway, on with the first question of today's Q&A question. Right, the first question is from Juan Espinoza, hopefully I pronounced that okay, and he's put, "Hello Mike Bradley, just like the soccer star Mike Bradley, and PC Mike Bradley from Heartbeat, if any UK viewers have seen that show." But he's asked, "I have one question. When you were 17 years old, how good were you at the guitar? What did you know?" Not a bad question, and it's funny that you pick 17 because oh god, I need a bigger table. 17 was quite an important year for me as a guitarist. Basically, when I was 17, I started teaching guitar privately, and I got a job teaching at a primary school, which I still teach at today. I joined my band Biff Tech, and I guess I felt like I was alright at the guitar, at that point. I mean, then I've been playing, started at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 5 years. And, I had speed. I certainly had speed and dexterity on the instrument. Am I quicker now? Yeah. Does it mean anything? No. But is my note choice better now? Hell yeah. I was just pentatonic boy. And then I think around about 17 actually I kind of realised about chromatics and started putting them in and stuff like that. I do have a couple of old DVDs from the Biff Tech days, one from 2004 and one from 2005 as well. I've got them on video as well, like when I was about 18 and 17 I think, but I don't know how you can transfer it. But I will try and upload some early vintage mic from when I was about 18, 19, 20, and a lot skinnier. But yeah, I was very much pentatonic boy. But yeah, I certainly could play the guitar. One thing though which I hadn't grasped at 17 was the kind of Hendrix rhythmic chordal stuff. Etc, etc. I hadn't got that down. I think I got that down when I was about 19. I remember 19, 20. It kind of, the light bulb went. I was like, oh, I get it. I understand how that works, And then I started teaching about it, which I've got on my website, my cage lesson website, which seems really, really popular. A lot of people seem to like that. Check my website out if you want to know more about that cage stuff. But yeah, so at 17, I'd been playing 5 years. And was fully immersed in being a guitar player for the rest of my life and rest of my working life as well. Good question, man. Right, the next question is from Jurica, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce your surname in case I insult you. It's there now on the screen. You've asked a massive question here, but I will read it to you, read it out. So it's basically, he started taking one-on-one lessons a few months ago after teaching himself for nearly 5 years. And he inspires to be a good player, but don't really want to be a guitar player, nor do I really want to know how to play all genres for like studio work and so on. I want to know more of the popular stuff well, blues, rock, funk, country. My teacher now is trying to get me to learn some classical music, jazz, and how to read notes. I just don't care for that stuff too much. I do think I should know some music theory, and I've studied a bit of it. However, I don't want to go too deep into music theory. Should I go and learn these genres, practice all the scales, which I don't really see any use for, whole step, half step scale for example, or should I draw the line there and just focus on the stuff I know I like playing and generally want to play? Short answer is play what you want to play. That'll be the kind of short, easy answer there, okay? So, you know, you want to do what makes you happy. You don't want to think of guitar as a chore or a Hail Mary or something like that, okay? On the flip side of that, you cannot know enough on this instrument, you know? Now, next month, it'll be my 20th year of playing the guitar, and I still learn something new every week. No, it's sometimes every other day, you know what I mean? I'm always picking up new ideas and things like that. So, you know, and I want to know it all. That's just my personal thing. And that's not to be the world's best guitar player, it's to be the world's best me, you know? And I want to really know my instrument, and I'm never going to get to the day where I know it all, you know, and no one does, I don't think. But for yourself, buddy, like if you're into blues, funk, rock and country, you know, absorb it. But with jazz stuff, you know, if you listen to someone like Robin Ford or Larry Carlton, they start putting that jazz quality in there. So if they've got a in G, you know, they start kind of mucking around with that kind of stuff. So it's good to kind of know the harmony, a little bit of theory around that. So, I mean, give it a go. Give it a go. Just say to your teacher, explain to your teacher what you just said to me in the question, and say, look, I just want to just do it bit by bit. If I don't enjoy it, I'd like to come back to it when I'm ready. Because in 5 years' time, you might be ready to do it. So, but do what you want to do, you know, but there's no harm in getting more information from other styles, because then that can influence you in your own music. You know, listen to some classical music will help influence, you know, if you're a rock and roller, well, you know, you get different ideas. If you just listen to rock and roll all the time, you're going to sound like the other guy or the other girl or whatever. But taking in different influences from elsewhere, or, you know, different ideas from other genres of music and incorporating that into your own genre of music, you know, you're going to start sounding, you know, sticking out in a better way than everyone else, where everyone sounds the same all the time. So that's my 2 cents, mate. Take it as you will. Next question. Manuel Cadison, he's asked, I've seemed to hit a wall in my playing. I can't seem to grab hold of improvisation, lead guitar in general really, or good vibrato technique. My favourite guitarists are John Frusciante, Eric Clapton, Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, but I can't grab a hold of much of their playing styles and material. Probably has to do with the issue I addressed at the beginning. Could you please give me some tips? It means a lot. Those guys are all blues rock guitar players, and they're all pretty damn good guitar players. So, I mean, vibrato is a personal thing. You know, you can mimic someone's vibrato. I mean, Stevie Ray Vaughan mimicked Albert King, but then took it and made it his own, you know? All that kind of stuff. So, you know, with vibrato, you want to make sure you're just in tune. That's what you want to do. Let me put a little bit of dirt on. So yeah, so if you're in A, so yeah, I'm just kind of playing, whatever note I land on. So if you think of that's the note and you're just kind of wiggling it down, as long as you're going back to pitch, you don't want that, you know, same with bending. improvisation, try and play along to backing tracks as much as you can. That's what I used to do. Used to get guitar magazines and go straight to like the blues headlines and guitarists or something like that, and just play along, and then have different keys. There'd be an A, there'd be an F sharp minor, there'd be a B flat or something like that, you know. Don't just do E all the time, you know, B flat. You can start anywhere, obviously there was shape 1, but you know, like get used to playing in other parts of the guitar. But yeah, it's just, hopefully I'm helping here or giving you some ideas. You just want to just play as much as you can and don't rely on licks too much. If you rely on licks all the time, you've got to know a hell of a lot of licks for it to make sense. So think of it as a conversation, you know, like there I just paused when I was talking to you, you know, so it's the same thing. So if you've got so I was just making it up. So play along to backing tracks. Just do it every day. Just play along to backing tracks. There's a load of it now on YouTube you can get hold of and start playing around with, you know. So yeah, get some backing tracks, play along to them, and vibrato. Just, you know, listen to singers and stuff like that. You know, I mean, my earliest influence with vibrato, that kind of big rock and roll. I haven't got much game, but that idea was watching Bon Jovi live at Wembley in 1995. The video, I wasn't there in 1995, far from it, too young. His wide vibrato he's got, I didn't practice it, I didn't sit there going, I didn't do that, but through watching it, it was just kind of subliminally in my mind. So then when I'd crank up a Marshall, it was there, you know. So yeah, Richard Sambora was a massive influence on me, and just through watching him so much, it just kind of came out. Man, it's hot. But yeah, hopefully that's helped, mate. Row third, he's asked, I bought a Carvin S6 300, which frankly sounds like crap. Way too much treble for my taste. It's a solid state he's got, which is probably my first mistake. Is there anything I can do other than change speakers? No, I don't think this. Personally, I don't think the speakers are going to do much. I mean, you haven't really said the style of music you want to do. I'm assuming if you watch my videos, you're kind of, you know, a rock blues player like me. You know, I'm not a heavy metal guy or anything like that. Nothing wrong with that, it's just, you know, I don't really do it. Yeah, I don't really know the amp really, but if it's a solid state and it's sounding a bit poo-poo at the moment, I can't see changing the speakers going to make much of a difference, to be honest. If I was you, I would probably sell it, well, save up a bit of money, sell it, and then see if you can upgrade it, basically. That's my 2 cents. I like valves, but then saying that, I saw Kirk Fletcher the other day, and I saw a couple of you guys come up and said hello to me, so it was lovely seeing you. And he had the Blues Cube, the Roland Blues Cube, and that's a solid state. It's got this kind of, I don't know too much about it, it's got like a chip, what you can put in there, gives it that blues sound. I believe Robin Ford's got one as well, and Eric Johnson, I think. But he sounded great, absolutely great, and that's a solid state. So I'm not saying that solid states are bad, far from it, but you know, I don't know how much they cost or anything like that, but they might be worth checking out, and it will shout out there. But I mean, Kirk sounded amazing. You know, I think he literally was just plugged into, you know, his amp, the Blues Cube, and a Les Paul. That was it. It sounded amazing. It was a custom shop Les Paul. It was a very nice one, but his tone was huge. But yeah, buddy, I would yeah, maybe think about upgrading the amp, mate. yeah, let me know, keep me updated. Alright, let's do one more question for today, and today's is Agathe Limousine. Is that right? Hello. He's put, hi, I'm French. And first, thank you because you're very helpful for me, even if I don't understand all you say in your videos. Brilliant. Actually, I would like to buy an electric guitar, and my budget is $500, I think that is. What is the best one for me? I play classic guitar. I think he means classical guitar for 5 years. I don't know if that changed something. Stay positive like you're super. Okay. Okay, so $500. You know what? Depends what you're after, to be honest with you. Couple of pupils, and in the past I have poo-pooed the Mexican Fenders, but a couple got, and I taught Ben, hello mate, from Skype yesterday. He had a Mexican Fender Strat with like the 70s headstock, and a pupil who comes to the house, he's got that same guitar. I don't know, I'm going to guess it's around that kind of price range, but that's a nice guitar. They're really nice, those ones. You can't go wrong with an old Yamaha Pacifica. And also, don't knock the second-hand market, you know, not necessarily buying second-hand from a shop, but looking online, you know. I mean, it's all kind of changed now, but you've got eBay, obviously, and Gumtree, if that's in your part of the world. And you can get, you know, a USA Strat. I mean, I remember my blue Strat, I think I might have mentioned this I know I have actually, because my guitar tour, but I was very lucky with this guitar and got this for £300, and it was only a year old pretty much. There wasn't one ding on it, and I got it second hand, obviously, you know, American Strat, American standard 1999 Strat, and I got it in February 2002. I think the guy had it like a year, that's why I said that year old. Yeah, £300, and back then in 2002 I think a Strat was about 900 probably. So yeah, don't knock the second hand market, you know, so try and have a look there. But yeah, hopefully that's helped me. Hope you enjoyed that, guys, and hopefully those who've asked the questions I've helped, and everyone else hopefully has kind of given you little ideas as well if you're thinking the same thing. If you'd like to submit a question, head over to my Facebook page and like the page as well. I'd really appreciate it. Give it a good old thumbs up and send me a question there, or if you're far too lazy to do it, still like the page, but just put a question in the comment section below. Anyway, hope you're really, really well, and honestly, I love you all so much. I really appreciate the support from all you all, and that you're loving the videos and that. Anyway, take care. Mike Bradley signing out.